Hi guys, Dave here with a new guitar lesson for you. Today we're going to look at the main rhythm guitar part for Upside Down by Diana Ross. The guitarist and producer was Nile Rodgers, and as rhythm guitar parts go, this is probably one of the more simpler parts that I've heard him play. So a nice one if you're just kind of dipping your toe into this sort of style of guitar playing. Okay, let's get straight into the lesson. So the very first thing you hear on the record is, which is just basically muting off the strings and just playing 16th notes on beats 3 and 4, just muted. So it's just down ups. So 3 E and a 4 E and a, and then you're into the main chorus chord section. So the first chord is a G minor. So you just bar at the 3rd fret across all 6 strings, and then you just hold down 5 on the D, 5 on the A string. And you're just going to play 1, 2, and like that, all with down strums, and you want to relax the chord in between each strum, so you get a nice staccato sort of sound. So 1, 2, and then on beat 3, you're going to play a C chord. So that's 3 on the A, and then you bar at the 5th fret on the B, G and D strings. You're just going to play that on beat 3, nice and staccato, and then that's the whole bar. Now on the record, just as a general kind of observation, I suppose, is that sometimes I can hear little 8th note scratches or quaver scratches in between the chords. I think that's just him just kind of keeping time and keeping in the groove. They're not very prominent, so you can leave them out, or if it helps you to keep the time, then keep them in. So I've just kept it simple as far as the chart goes, just. But in reality, he's probably scratching in between with downstrokes, more like that sort of thing. Okay, carrying on. Next bar, we're just going to play an F chord on beat 1. So that's barring across all 6 strings at the 1st fret, and then it's 2 on the G, 3 D, 3 A. He possibly hitting all 6 strings. Quite often what he does is he hits more the treble side of the chord, so it might be just maybe the first 4 strings, like that. Okay, so that's on beat 1, and then it's on the second half of beat 2, and then goes up to the G minor for beat 3. And again, he'll probably put scratches in between those, so kind of go like that. Okay, so that's the first 2 bars. Then we're going to move over to a B flat chord. So I'm going to take that C shape that we had before, and we're just going to move it down to the 1st fret, and we're going to play it on beat 1 and beat 2. And then we're just going to move it up a fret for a B chord, and then up to the C chord for beat 3. So just go like that. 1, 2, and 3. And again with the scratches, he would have done it probably more like that. And then for the next bar, it's like what we had before with the F chord. We're just going to go on beat 1, on the 2 end, and then up to the G minor, like that. So if I put those 2 bars together, you get something like that. Okay, now when he does that little run up from the B flat up to the C, that little chromatic run, there is 1 or 2 variations, so I'm just going to show you one of them that he does. So on the B flat, he does this. So he's just going to go down, up, down, down, like that. And then the B, and then the C. Now sometimes on the C he does this. So for that, you're just playing down, a scratch on a down, and then hit the chord on an up, like that. another scratch on the down, and then hit it on the down. If I simplify that a little bit, it's more like down, up, down, like that, but with the scratches, like that. And then the last bar is the same. So, you know, that's kind of some of the variations that you come across in the chorus. Now, coming out of the chorus, it does a little 2/4 bar. So once it's done the, it stays on that G minor chord, plays on the 1, and then on 2, it just moves up to G sharp minor chord, and then on the end, an A minor chord, just up another fret, and then lands on the B flat minor to start the verse. So it's just kind of like all the same shape, just moving up chromatically. Now, so that ends the chorus, like so. Now the verse, I can't really actually hear a guitar part. The whole thing's just B flat minor. So you can either choose to play some sort of kind of, you know, typical Nile Rodgers rhythm over that, or you can leave it blank, because on a record, like I say, I can't really hear an actual guitar part. Sometimes when I've watched him do this live, he'll hold the B flat minor chord and he might just pick random strings out, just so that he's doing something. But there's no real proper guitar part for the verse. So the only thing that he does at the end of the verse is this B flat chord, and it's a 2/4 bar. So on beat 1, he just goes 2 down strums, staccato, so relax the chord in between, and then relaxes it again, and then just does a scratch on beat 2, just down up, so like that. And that's the end of the verse. Okay, the only other guitar part that you hear towards the end of the song, on the outro really, is this single note line that he plays. Like so. Pretty much G minor pentatonic based, I'm assuming, by the note choice here, and because the song's in G minor, that would be the obvious choice. Okay, quite simple, and I'll show you some of the variations that happen on this as well. So the main one that he uses most of the time is this. He's on fret 3 on the D, plays it 5 times basically, 1 and 2 and 3. There's a little ghost note on a down, and then he hits 5 on an up, like that. Then moves over to 3 on the A. Then he uses that figure again, 3, 5, and then on the D, back to 3 on the A, and then he does that again, 3, 5, 3 on the A. So 2 bars together. So that's the main one that you hear most of the time. And then another little variation on that is he'll go. He does this once actually. So the first bar is the same. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3 on the A. Does that again. And then it's just a little bit straight for the last 2 beats. Goes back to 3 on the D, and then just plays these as quavers, 5-3 on the D. So I'll do that again. Like so. Okay. Right, here's some more variations. This happens where it's kind of, I always think of this like it's a 4-bar pattern, really. You've got the chords G, C, F, G minor, and then it goes B flat, C, F, G minor. So on the second half, this is a little variation that happens sometimes with the B flat chord. So for that, we're just outlining the chord, we're just playing the root B flat, 1, 2, 3, and then move up to the second fret for that passing chord on the B. Then we get that same little figure that we've had before over the C chord. Okay, so he does that sometimes, and on one occasion, after he does that, he puts in this more of a busy figure, and at this point you start to hear that I don't know whether he's done it as a separate overdub, but it's definitely louder in the mix, so whether they just push the slider up on his guitar part there, or whether he put it on a separate track and then that's just mixed louder. Could be that. But you get this little all on the D string. You're just going to go 3, 3, 3, 5, then open for 2, 3, open. Then there's a little dead note, which I would imagine might be the 5th fret, like that. Then he pushes down on and up, and then 2 open. So that beat 3, like that. Then on the fourth beat, it just goes 3, open, 5, open. So together, I'll do the 2 bars together, I think. Something like that. I might do that one more time. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's one of his variations. Here's another one that's coming up. So this is interesting. He kind of starts, instead of starting on the F note that he normally does, he's starting on a C. So it's 3 on the A, then another 3 on the D string, 3rd fret, like that. Then our little figure again that we've seen many times, and then pretty much the same thing. And this time he just puts more scratches in it, like that. So that's just 3 on the D, couple of scratches, 5, couple of scratches, and then 3 on the A, and then you get this. So 3, 5 on the D, nice and staccato. Then he plays 3 on the G string and adds some vibrato, like that. So those together. Don't worry too much about those extra scratches. I mean, that's just what happened that time when he played it. He doesn't always do that. Okay, here's another little variation. Again over the B flat. So for this, so we're just going on the A string, 1, 1, 1, 2. And then again we get this that we had earlier. So just 3, scratch, 5, couple of scratches, and then 3 on the A. And then, so for that we're playing, so this is with the F and then G minor bit. On the D string, 3, couple of scratches, 5, and then, yeah, 5, then a scratch, and then 3, 3 on the D. So for that I'm on the 3rd string G, and I'm just going, so that's 3, 3, 2, then 3 on the D, and then 5 on the G. And then this last one, this open G, is really starting off the very last thing I hear on the fade out. So it happens on an up strum or up pick, and then this is right on the fade out. So like I say, it kind of starts with that upstroke on the G, and then you get this little quarter tone bend on the 3rd fret of the G, open, then we go over to the D string and we go 5, 0. Then the next beat we're going to go 3, 5, 3, 0. Like that. Then we're going to play on beat 3, 3 on the D, open, and then 5. And it's kind of down, down, up, like that for that rhythm. Then back to the open D, and then just 3 on the A. And that's the very last thing I could pick out on the record, and it's right on the fade out. So I'm going to be strange. I'm going to put those last 3 bars together. Like that. And that's the last part of Upside Down. One other thing I'll mention before I sign off is that part in general. I think that he's using the neck pickup, which is an unusual choice when you're playing single note runs of this sort of nature anyway, like more the funky side of things. I feel that he might be playing nearer the neck when he does this. It's got a little bit more snap to it. And the other thing is he picks quite hard as well when he's doing it, which actually makes it a little bit more difficult to play. Trying to control, pick quite hard but not clout the other strings while you're doing it is a bit of a challenge. But that's when I'm listening to the way he's playing it, I feel that he is kind of really digging in with the pick when he's playing the single note lines. Okay, well that's the end of the lesson, guys. Hope you enjoy it, get a lot from it, and I'll see you for one real soon.